So right now I'm just kind of skipping through to get to the same point I was at. And I'm eating a little bit of chips and salsa as well, so. Yeah, I am. When I was about at this point in the game, my computer decided, like, oh, I'm going to turn off and start implementing updates. Yeah, I am whining a lot, I guess. Or is that celebration? I don't know. But my computer decided it was going to start or restart and implement Windows updates. So that was great. But I'm just getting back to where I was I'm pretty much there. I just got to give the ticket back to Vex. Oh, and I'm eating the salsa right now. Yeah. It's not the first time it's happened to me. But it said it was gonna, like when I first started, it said, oh, you got updates that are coming up. So I scheduled them for like midnight. But just decided like, you know what? You don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna turn off my mic a little bit and finish devouring the rest of this salsa. But we're basically to where we were when it decided to do that. Alright, because she was getting ready to assign roles when it freaked out. So I'm going to devour this stuff real quick and not have you listening to my eating. Yeah, it was like right around here. There might have been a couple of things of dialogue, but this is pretty much right where it was when my computer decided it was going to turn itself off. I was finishing the last of my salsa and chips. Do we got a good? Yeah, we should have a good sound check now. No, I was still eating my salsa and chips. I'm getting ready to. Yeah. I grabbed it while my computer was unscrewing itself. But I'm going to move these over to a different area. I shouldn't have eaten over my desk in general, but I'm probably going to regret that later. You know what? If is there a salsa emoji I can use? All right. Now my mouth's on fire. My mouth's on fire. My nose is running. That's some spicy salsa. Now I'm gonna be sniffling for a while. All right. This is about where we were. Okay, everyone, it's time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. Well, that's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. Ah, the conductor's car. Me like it is spicy. Me like it is spicy too. My wife is the opposite. She doesn't like spicy food at all. She's got more of a sweet tooth. You'll do everything in your power to make sure our guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Yeah, I know before we got together, my wife never even ate salsa before. Oh, yes, absolutely. Actually, I need to go. It's probably in my settings because it probably reset. Let's turn that down right there. Let's turn that down a little too. And let's change that. Let's just do it to like 1080p. Yeah. Like she'll eat mild salsa. No, but that's about as spicy as she'll eat it. My parents are the same way though. They eat mild or medium. You know, let's just go ahead and save. That's still loud to me. Let's go to options, music volume. Let's turn it down a little bit more. Okay. Or maybe that's a little too much. Huh. I hope that's not too loud. Yeah, Mrs. Kittens doesn't really like spicy stuff, like I said. She's got more of a sweet tooth, but she does like a lot of other things. I know I eat a lot of like raw vegetables. Like when I mean raw, I mean like uncooked, like broccoli, and I know potatoes you're not supposed to cook. You're not supposed to eat them uncooked, but I do. Because I'm a southern boy at heart. Okay. You'll do everything in your power to make sure our guests have a safe and enjoyable time on the Mirage Express. Oh, that was a question the whole time. Absolutely, you can count on me, sir. 3 at 3. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. And train. Assist bags of kittens if they need any help, won't you? I'm sorry, I can't do that, conductor. Ha ha ha. That's all I need to hear. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor and his train. A sentient train. Or at least a semi-sentient one. Excellent. I'll be off. I must take my leave, everyone. Please have a phenomenal time. Don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state of the art and has systems for dealing with all that. It's called Bags of Kittens. Well, it was a foreign concept for her. Because I met her while I was outside the United States. And it was something that they don't do there. Where she's from originally. And she looked at me weird when I just like, I cut up some broccoli, like a big old chunk of broccoli I cut up and I just started eating it. And she looked at me like I had a second head. She's from Japan originally. I was on a business trip over there years and years ago, and we ended up meeting. And now, all those years later, we got married. Well, the thing is, my wife is very much not a cat person. Like, I'm more fond of cats than I am of dogs. I'm like 50-50, but she is firmly a dog person. So she's more of a bag of puppies. For everything else, please talk to Bags of Kittens here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Oh, well done. Why is he turning into... He's turning into... I was doing like a Christopher Walken thing, but now he's slowly turning into Joe from Family Guy. Like before too long, he's gonna be like, "Hey, Peter, yeah." Goodbye now. I like that guy. Thank you all for following the outfit guide I sent you. You all look amazing. I trust you all read your lore cards as well. I love that you're not in Florida. No, I'm sorry. I ain't a Flo Rida. Florida man is murdered on train. Lore cards. That must be the details of their motivations. I suppose it makes sense lore cards aren't read out loud. Otherwise, people would know the murderer's intentions. I hope it's an actual murder, not just a murder mystery. Now to the nitty-gritty. For the murder's mystery game, one of you will be murdered, and the rest are suspects. Everyone is assigned roles and characters that they will be playing. Participation is required, or you will be ejected from the train at approximately 300 kilometers an hour. For it's my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl makes the rules. Sonic, you are a ship captain, and you'll be stationed in the conductor's car. Naturally, that's where the captain would go. Tails, you are the detective. You'll be in the dining car. You'll be here in the dining car. The words are hard. Maybe if I'd graduated the second grade, I'd be able to read well. Indubitably. Knuckles, you're the sheriff around these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. I like how he's wearing the hat from the movie where he had a thick Australian accent. I was going to give him an Australian accent, but I decided not to. Or was I going to? I can't remember. I got all flustered when my computer windowsed itself. Yeah. Got it. Oh, Rouge, I was giving a thick Southern accent because she said y'all or something, or no, she said you here. So for the entirety of this, Rouge is going to be a Southerner for whatever reason. Rouge, you're a business tycoon, and Blaze, you're a titan of industry, which basically the same thing. Both in the casino. What's the difference? There's none. Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher, and Espio, the poet, both found in the library. They are also the same.
You're that Espio? We get to hang out together.
I don't know what he was doing with his voice. It's like 3 different things. And what do I read? Maybe we could make a tower of books or something. I'm just going to be all over the place with Vex. Shadow the Edgelord of Edgelordiness, who might be packing, is the locksmith, hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalist reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Did you get all of that? Ah, I was listening in. Hope that's okay. More than all right. You can help ensure everyone's following their roles. Oh, that reminds me. I have a map for each of you. That's a weird-looking train. Usually trains are in a relatively straight line. Everyone's station is marked on this map as well. How convenient. Map added to your inventory. The rules of the game are as follows. There is a murderer amongst you all. The murderer can kill a single participant however they choose, but he must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone else must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you can. Find clues and interrogate. I'll set a timer for 1 hour so everyone can mingle, and the murderer can do their thing. Is everyone ready? Sounds like everyone's excited. Everyone, to your stations. Now my nose is all like runny and stopped up from eating salsa. That was a little too spicy. Ah, this is so exciting. A mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling. I have goosebumps. Same? Ah, isn't it awesome? Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and the journalist, she's a journalist. It's like a journalist, but a bit of a degenerate. A journalist. Can't be the murderer. So we're stuck here for an hour before going out and scoping the place. This way, there's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Oh, probably inspecting the stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. Do you know what the character motivations are, Amy? No, the lore cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. My backstory is that I was best friends with Flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. My lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. How is that different than Amy's character as it is? Minus the journalist part, because she's a very nosy. Her character is very nosy in this series. Well, She seems excited to be her true self, plus a journalist. Not gonna lie, this sounds kind of fun. I wish I wasn't stuck on microwave duty, cooking food in a dirty microwave. So they have, what was the menu? They got chili dogs, ramen, and chicken cordon bleu, and it's all microwave food. The train started moving. It's so fast, grab onto something. What's going on? I'm slipping. Hold on. I can't. Ah, no. And they all died. It'd be great if somebody added like you died from like Dark Souls or whatever in there. You're both awake. Yeah. It seems the train has slowed down considerably. Yeah, my head's spinning a bit, but I'm okay. Seems we've been knocked into the dining car's closet. This train can reach such incredible speeds. Yeah, but it's not so much the speed, it's the acceleration. Or deceleration. I don't know which one it was. We're getting our money's worth with this experience, that's for sure. Meanwhile, the train derails. And everybody dies. This is actually it. Is this actually intended? It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. I don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. We should go check on the others. Bags of kittens. Could you go get the door? Of course. Seems the door is blocked, and I don't think it's budging. Amy, give that shelf a whack with your Pico hammer. Let's find another way out. Start looking for clues. I'll search over there. She didn't bring her hammer with her. I know Amy. She's hiding something. I suppose she did wake up before us. Something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm the detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm gonna need your help. Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Are they really gonna murder Sonic the Hedgehog? And is she in on it? Is it revenge for him ghosting her forever? She just murders him? Check out everything you can around this closet. Then we show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Understood. Flashback to like 20 minutes ago. You can count on me, Tails. I won't turn evil like your ex-flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. Shelf blocking accident. It's currently not budging. Hey, bags of kittens. Look closely at this. I wonder how the side of this shelf got smashed. There's nothing on the shelf that could have fallen into it. I'm sure the damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel this is important. We should log it. Ah, the wet floor sign. Keep people alert and safe. Once I slipped on some spilled juice at the grocery store. No wet floor sign at all. Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic really is fast as they say. Yeah, but how did he just like slide over the top of it? But he was going so fast. He also slipped on the juice. Call that. We slid into an older gentleman's shopping cart. Well, it is the thought that counts, I suppose. What do you think, Tails? You want me to cook any of this for you? Get out of here, sure. Normally, I never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has got. Oh man, Tails is a man after my own character. Cast iron skillets. That is the way to go. I know I'm kind of weird in that I think I'm the only person I know, aside from like my immediate family. In fact, not any of my brothers or sisters, just me. Everybody else uses like the cheapo skillets. But I'm a big fan of cast iron. But you got to take care of it. I can cook a mean cast iron pizza. Well, that's something I've never done. I've only had microwave lunches this week. Oh, that's sad. Trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, it's empty. It's not empty, but the bright side, there's a very clean trash bin. How do I become as optimistic as this kid? What's the latest? Found any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we might be able to dig ourselves out. I don't think that's going to turn out very well, Amy. This is a moving vehicle, of course. Dig ourselves out on a train. I'll keep looking. Oh. How dare you? I've been stuck in here, just like the two of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done in that time? Microwave did she? You have no argument here. You're grasping. Oof. Okay, Tails, what now? Well, now we follow this train of thought. Now we follow this train of thought. How does the crack on the shelf relate to Amy? I have to explain myself, huh? What would Sonic do? Run really fast. It's like an endless runner game. I play lots of those on my phone. Sure, whatever works. Just close your eyes and think. What would Sonic do? And find your arguments. Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and fire a comeback. Like Sonic would. Think! Oh, it's a... There's an actual, like... You can't just think. Where's the game at? Okay. So you have to collect enough rings in order to have a thought. Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting that shelf. You just said nothing was around for the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? What is that, a stick? You truly believe a stick can do this kind of damage? Ah, here we go. Yeah, I got enough rings to have a thought. You're right, a stick can't do this kind of damage to the shelf on its own. But if it was attached to something, it could. Like, let's say, a hammer. Ack! This isn't a stick at all, is it? This is actually the handle of your Pico Pico hammer. You attempted to hit the shelf out of the way, but you failed. The handle of your hammer snapped right off. Ah! Ah! We solved the mystery! It's as both of you said, I tried to get us all out with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack and the handle ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. She does look genuinely sorry about the situation. Never expected your hammer to snap like that, Amy. It was one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I'd need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective and I dabble as a mechanic. Let's see both of those pieces of the hammer. Let's tighten things here, a little elbow grease there, and fixed. Tails, thank you. According to my calculations, you should hit the shelf right here. It should do the trick. All right, stand back. The shelf completely shattered. Incredible! We did it. We're free. Great job, Amy. Now let's get out of here. Wait, is that... It can't be. Sonic! Someone murdered my darling Sonic. She's all happy about it. Somebody murdered Sonic. I bet it was her. She moited Sonic. The fact that she's all happy about it. Looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who did this at once. Amy, wait, I want to figure out who did this too. Wait for me. I'll laugh if Sonic's actually dead. What a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. That was really convincing, Sonic. Is he actually dead? Sonic? Eh. Body numb. Can't move. What are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. Sonic? Sonic? Is he actually hurt? He's not moving. Are these wounds on him genuine? My hand's on his wrist, but they don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world's going on? Is this part of the murder mystery, or is this serious? Sonic? Sonic! Oh no, I feel myself panicking. Calm down, bags of kittens. What do I do? You need to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? Give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. He's got a sucking chest wound. Apply a sternum rub. Apply a tourniquet to his neck. guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I leave their care to you, Bags of Kittens. My favorite employee. I just started today. How am I? Oh, I'm the only employee. It's a joke. Surely you won't let me down on this last ride. Ha 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 ha. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails to get to the bottom of this. Given this part of the game, I can't risk it. I'll keep everyone safe, conductor. You'll see. They watch the conductor's the murderer. Where does the conductor get murdered? The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, he's not dead yet. He's notionally dead. In the saloon car, daggum skater. Whoa, look at this place. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? Ha ha ha! He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just really all committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Well, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. I would laugh if he actually dies. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. I don't mind. If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now, if I ever need a snack, you've got me. As I run all the way back to the dining room. Or the dining car. Ha, fair. There's a mosquito in here. How did a mosquito get in my house? Well, I'm gonna have to kill it later, otherwise I'm gonna end up with a bunch of bug bites. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lure card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. He's all grumpy. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. You varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? Oh, I guess he's supposed to have a southern accent. He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I could see that Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi, and nope. I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Bags of Kittens. We need to figure out what Knuckles is up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and interrogate. Let's look for clues. Over there! Right, let's do it. Clearly won't be able to get the game Super Monkey Ball a try. What do you think broke with the train speed up? The damage looks more caused by punches. I wonder who could have done that. What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Seems like someone licked all this. Ew! Ew! Somebody licked all the nuts. They licked all the salt off the nuts and put them back in there. These were chocolate covered nuts. That's nasty. What? That's chewy. Or maybe they're just unsalted. What's this? This is interesting. It says a few unused cups. Sure, but why are they free? Knuckles was really thirsty? Max Kids won his lipstick on the rim. It's not Knuckles' colors at all. Someone else must have put it there. I don't think Knuckles is wearing lipstick. We should log this. Cups are added to your inventory. Let me see the trash. Let's check here. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's that arm doing to my hair? Fix it up a bit. That's incredible. What an interesting tech. Oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? Well, how well can a microwave? Like how is primary part of the job? Breathtaking views. Train passed by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though, if I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. Never understood this friend group. I'll never understand this friend group. I want to reward for the most annoying character in Sonic Adventure 2. Yes, it should say dead or alive. Decent cash reward for fighting this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Omochao. I hate to see him like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Why is that so funny? They got a wanted poster out for medical malpractice of Omochao. Oh my gosh. Oh, this game is great. Interesting. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. I was the edgy character before Shadow came out, and Sonic was the edgy character before Ed came out. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we can see it? So we can see it a bit better? I said leave. Okay, take your order. I'm not hungry. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Start interrogation. Objection! Knuckles, Baggers Kittens, I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. Or Bags of Kittens and I. Yeah. I already told you. Buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. Huh? It is. We have evidence, too. We do? Bags of Kittens, take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? The arcade machine. Ha! What makes you think I touched it? Quick time event! Yeah! 41 out of 30! I just realized it was a Dream Gear. Like a combination of Dreamcast and Game Gear. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why? I needed a punching bag and no one was available to me. And none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you... I'm on it. Bags of kittens distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on.
Think!
Think! Oh, I just fell to my death. Yeah, I did fall to my death. Arcade machine is all fixed. Man, that's impressive. Because that was like the whole, like the cathode ray tube was caved in and busted, and yeah, you don't cave in a cathode ray tube, but the screen was busted, the controls were all caved in, it was all kinds of messed up. No, don't look at the scores, quick! Look at the scores. Pulling it up now. Vector. Vector had beat him by 1 point. Toast, apple, bread, ultimate, bagel, candy. Nothing, obviously. Tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. Pictures beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Grr. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Proof he was here now. Vector's a common name. Ah! I jumped too late. Yeah, Vector's a common name. Common name, guys. In fact, it was both my parents' first names was Vector. So is my wife's name is Vector. Everybody's Vector. It's a super common name, don't you know? That doesn't really... You and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play arcade machine with me.
We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did,
We competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what are the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It looks like he just saw somebody get murdered directly in front of him. He is so surprised right now.
surprise.
It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed. Made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that's happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent?
I'm understanding the scenario.
Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something and left, Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on the high score list doesn't make sense. Bags of Kittens, could you take a look one more time? Ultimate. All the other names have food theme, but this one, who here goes by Ultimate? You may not know Bags of Kittens, but there's someone here that goes by that title, the Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Becker and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I had fought to beat Shadow's score. They were both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. A key? Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone, then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here, not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened to the library? What caused Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know.
They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent.
You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expect to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is the next car. It'll open the lock. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Bags of Kittens. Let's head to the library. On it. It's way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Bags of Kittens. Coming. Ready to mosey down to the next car? Got it, partner. Onwards. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. This actually looks nice. Hang in there. It's this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. You're both too sweet. Thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. I'd still laugh if he was actually dead. Well, both of you are gonna leave? But how are you gonna leave? The door of the X car is locked. Are you doubting the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course. It's birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. And what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. Oh, that was Vector.
What are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm
Things aren't going great.
not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. A moida! There was a moida in here. Well, I mean, besides that.
Besides the murder?
What? Because I'm given. Because I gave him that accent? My social skills, non-existent. I've never ventured outside before.
I am Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
Okay, the Sonic community is the wrong kind of community to be given lines of dialogue like that. Oh, I'm Espio, the poet. I can't remember what his actual voice sounds like, so I'm just giving it whatever. Whatever I feel like it. There's a moida. And I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry. A resonant message from Poeterita, meant to challenge your delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose.
I'm in danger.
Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la, dee 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 dee. Don't quit your day job there, Shakespeare.
What was that?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I don't even know what I'm doing with SVO. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose, technically. Bags of Kittens and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure. It's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all set off, Rose, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car. Raimi told me and SBO to stay.
I promptly picked a book at the shelf and made myself comfortable. No, I still don't know what I'm doing with SBO's voice. Vector got bored, so yeah, with Knuckles. What am I doing with this voice? Vector got bored, so he left what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Well, I was doing something with SBO's voice, but I can't remember what I was doing. Got just a wee bit of the terminal brain injury from about a decade or so ago, and I tend to forget things in the short term, at least.
Yup.
Where was Rouge? Rouge. What happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car? Rouge came through the library car, seemingly looking for something. When she went to search the saloon car, she came back shortly after, heard her shout, "No way! No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Now, I got years and years ago, so like more than a decade ago, I got in an accident and got a little bit of brain damage, and because of that, I got some short-term memory issues. And then there's like a couple years of my life I don't really remember, like me IRL. I'm all in all, I'm okay. I basically I had to teach myself how to like learn again. Came out with a bit of a learning disability, but cognitively, I'm still good. Like I'm still fine. It's just for a long time I struggled with severe short-term memory loss. But in the past decade, it's gotten significantly better. I still do have some troubles with it, but not nearly as bad as what I used to. Like when I was younger, after the accident, I wrote everything down and I would burn through notebooks. Like I had like the little pocket notebooks, and I would write everything down to make sure I didn't forget stuff. Because before then, like my memory was more or less photographic. Like as you know, people say like, "Oh, I've got a photographic memory, but no film." That's my issue now. My memory is not photographic anymore. Like I have to, in order for me to remember stuff, I gotta do a lot of studying. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I've managed. It just took a lot of me, like, having to learn how to learn again, having to teach myself how to learn. That was the biggest thing. It wasn't like at the time it was a big deal, but now it's like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. Well, I don't remember when that happened is the problem. Yeah, but that's been 12, 13 years now, more than a decade. Yeah. So be careful around electricity, kids. I could go into a whole story about it. I remember most of it, but memory honorographic. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After... Oh, what? How was I doing Espio's voice? After Rouge left. That would sound like a Patrick Star. Shadow walked through the casino car. And in the library card. Oh, I remember how I was talking. Because I said, Moida! He's a Moida! Then ended the library card and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed in the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car.
That mosquito. There's that single mosquito flying around in my house. That must smell good to her or him. Fun fact, it's actually only female mosquitoes, at least of the variety we have in North America at least. It's only the female mosquitoes that actually suck blood because they use it as part of their, they do what's called a blood brood with their eggs. That's why they suck blood. Because the male mosquitoes are actually pollinators. I think the females are too. But that's what mosquitoes are known for, is sucking blood.
I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, he realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. What am I talking with this voice? We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one who told us that someone murdered Sonic.
Yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
If you like to be served with a poem, I got that covered too. I have no idea what SBO sounds like, honestly. Even what I'm trying to do, I keep going all over the place because I keep switching characters, so I like get out of character so quick. Thanks, guys. Our alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking to is any evidence that proves what they were saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if SBO was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Oh, poor thing, that arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all of this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. A chow hanging precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. He looks like he just saw somebody get murdered right in front of him. Like, unironically. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use its wings to fly to safety because it's choosing the hard way. What if it just doesn't know how to fly? Choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. It's beautiful if this chow can stick to its principles and find strength. Then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? trash. Let's check here. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something here. There's gonna be something in one of the trash cans. I guarantee it. Bags of kittens, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash can bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it. Bags of kittens, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Shadow left the library card. Check the stores. There's got to be a reason for doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is into your inventory. Glow of our marvelous planet, Mobius. It's Mobius, it's not Earth. I have traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the other countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, Mom Spaghetti. If you've ever been there. I have actually. If you've ever visited, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area, makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone, has been everywhere, haven't they? Let's just take a pause for a sip for a second. The chairs are comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Bags of kittens, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a moida. There's been a murder, remember? If I'd had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh, your screen is froze? I'm gonna check something real quick. So I'm gonna mute for just a second so we're not getting double. I'll do that a bit. I might mute for a little bit just to make sure we're not getting double feed. Let me make sure mine's not froze. Yeah, I seem to be moving on mine. Okay. Let me see. I moved my head around a bunch in a little bit, so I should be seeing that shortly on mine. Yeah. Because I checked out my stream and it seems to be working okay. Oh, okay. It must have had some weird lag spike. And it seems I have a third person on here. Minus two of us, so whoever's there, welcome. I'm gonna exit that out, take as much load off my internet as possible because it is slow. It's like a dinosaur. It's more like a snail, really. There are my travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! I don't know why I put so much emphasis into that O. Bags of kittens, look at this. There's a couple maps here. Seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. When I was much younger, for the longest time, like, I think I was like 10 or so, I thought the word genre was pronounced genre. and I felt dumb for a long time. And then I was watching something a couple months back, and this guy was giving this interview about like different types of music, and he full on called it a genre. And he was like supposed to be some professional. I don't know if it was supposed to be a joke or something, because it didn't sound like it. Like there was no laughs. He didn't pause. There was no inclination that it was an actual joke. It was really awkward. I have a good overhead map. Let's take it. Or I love a good overhead map. Yes, I was once a smaller bag of even smaller kittens. Like, they were so small, they did not even have their eyes open yet. That's how small the kittens were. Back when I was a young sack. And one day I will become a satchel. Bags of kittens digivolve to satchel of cats. Duffel bag of mountain lions. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about the cave too? Looks like there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Caves are boring. You're boring. Look, he's like disappointed. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. I feel like our character, our OC, if you will, our Sonic OC, looks like a badger. I feel like he has never ventured outside before. Like, this is his first. This is going to be my headcanon. Bags of Kittens, the badger, has never been outside of his parents' basement. This is his first. This is his first instance in the real world. First time holding a job. That's why he's so fond of caves, because it reminds him of home. Let's see. Is there something else? At first, I thought this was freaking Hatsune Miku for like half a second. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all of the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop. Or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some of the books have fallen out on the floor or everything, but every book on the shelves is alphabetical order. But this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user's guide to the Mirage Express. The train we're currently on. It's the Dash 10, the user manual. Must determine if there are certain operator level maintenance that needs to be done. Well, I guess we're not the operator, that'd be the conductor. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but this is interesting. There's a pentagram on front. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express manual was added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio. Let's look at these books. So many books on the ground. Wish we had time to pick them all up. There's like 3 books on the ground, man. Sadly, I have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these books are knocked out of the way by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled out a lot of these too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Alright, let's talk to Fancy a poem. No. Moira, fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I like trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I've lost my lotion. Oh my god, I need to get my mind out of the gutter. Where's the bonk? I need a bonk emoji or a bonk sticker. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. I have the mental continuity of a 13-year-old. Thanks. I actually really like that one. Huh? Start the interrogation. So you don't believe us? So you don't believe us, eh?
Hey, oh, you don't believe us.
Yeah. I definitely need to make a version of that when I finally am able to. It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I would be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Bags of Kittens and I are here to confirm that two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library card. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? You were prepared to present the evidence if needed.
Oh, that's easy.
I'm changing his voice.
Come on. Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
Huh?
What?
Moira. Oh, is it loud again? It must be this particular menu. Let me turn that down a little bit more. Because it sounds kind of loud to me too. But I also know that like the volume on my headset is a little high. Oh, does it? All right, I'm going to turn it down quite a bit more. Save. All right. Is that better? Or should I turn it down more? I should probably turn it down more. Options. Let's turn it down some more. Let's turn it down some more. Okay. All right. I might just turn this down a little bit too. All right. All right. I hope that's a little bit better. Hey, Flame Saber 3, welcome. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to chat. Thank you for joining me. And I wonder how... yeah. So, Flame Saber, how are you doing today? Ooh, okay. At first I thought my mic stopped working. Hey, don't spoil it. This is my first time playing, so I'm just gonna close my eyes, plug my ears, and go la 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 la. I can't hear you. All right, let's see. What voice was I doing for SBO? Because I was going, Moira. I wasn't expecting him enough. It seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we're all instructed to mingle. I remember the article, the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
It seems to be line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. That brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading. But were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot they actually had a character named, because didn't they have a character named Red Herring in Pup Named Scooby-Doo? It's been so long since I watched that. Oh, and that makes sense, Freddy. Oh my god. Yeah, Charmy's not here, but at least there is a at least there is a reference to Oma Chow being the worst character ever, because he's got a wanted poster out for medical malpractice. That still gets me. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Oh, he's a liar.
Espio doesn't know you that, detective. Detective. Let the man live. What if it was something embarrassing? Like a Sonic fan fiction?
The only thing I remember about Omachow is every time you got anywhere close to him, he would just jump up and say the most. I just found him as the most annoying character in the game. I think there was maybe 2 or 3 instances in the game where he actually legitimately helped, but it's usually like press A to jump, that kind of level of stuff. I mean, he doesn't do it nearly as much in the later portions of the game, but some of my favorite levels in the game were like the early portions of the game, and that's all I really remember of Omachow is all the tutorial stuff. The hint ball. I didn't play too much of Sonic Adventure. I didn't really get that far into it. I probably got to I got to Twinkle Park, and that's about as far as I ever got to Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 2, I played through it to the end, but that was on the GameCube. And I've had a considerable amount of time in my life has happened since the last time I played Sonic Adventure 1 or 2. Oh, Espio, gotta get in character. Moida, what kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I'll have a hunch on what that book might be. Bags of Kittens? Could you help me out? Oh my god. I will laugh if it is a Sonic fan fiction. I will die. I will die outwardly. Alright, Bags of Kittens. What book do you think SBO might have been reading? It's gonna be that one.
A manual? You think Espio is reading the instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
I'm doing voices for characters. Some of them I'm just doing because I feel like it. Other ones are like I have no idea. I can't remember what Vector's voice sounds like. I can't remember what Espio's voice sounds like. So I'm just doing silly ones for the most part. Except for Rouge. Rouge, I'm doing a southern accent for her because she said, "You hear." So, yeah. That's going to be my basis for a lot of this. It's just whatever I feel like it. Whatever I think is funny, personally. Think! A quick time event. Ah. 36 out of 40. I got the thing. There are books that are scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books on the shelves are all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Moida. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well and all, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That's indeed the book I was reading. Rush Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Bags of kittens, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Okay. As somebody who has had to memorize large portions of very thick operators manuals, that is, oh my god, that is terrible. And he's been reading it for an hour. Like, what if I turned to like page 563? Because manuals, it's not like a story in a manual. You don't read it from like cover to cover. You look at applicable sections of a manual. You go through the index and like, oh, well, you go through the index and the glossary, and you go through stuff like that. And you're trying to find specific things. You don't just read it cover to cover. That's not how you read a manual. It's like, well, I'm looking how to fix this one thing, but I'm going to start here in the part that doesn't talk about that at all. No, that's not how that works. Which page should I quiz them on? You know what? What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Cost cutting at some level. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced the question, Bags of Kittens. Hit him with another one. You live on the moon? Did I say something about living on the moon? I might be making a reference to something I don't know. I wasn't doing a Marvin the Martian accent or impersonation, would I?
Because he's like, oh, goody. My R34 space modulator.
But that would be Mars. I don't know. I'm getting myself lost. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, I live on the moon. Now I'm kind of curious. What other stuff did I put on there? Tweet or... Twitter. Yeah. Oh yeah. My Twitter is @bagsofkittens. It's the same one that's listed on my Twitch. I even have a Facebook too. I'm gonna go make a Grindr account and a Tinder account too. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, you should also see shit posters welcome at the top of there. All right, well, I'm gonna help my internet speed up a little bit. Seems like SBO aced that question, bags of kittens. Hit him with another one. Oh, no problem. Okay, which page should I choose? Page 15. Was the Mirage's Express's cancellation policy? Moira, no refunds and you'll be charged for a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, bags of kittens. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? 402. What's the implementation to go to support? What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system that works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. Haha. Dang it. There is a single mosquito flying around my office. And it is driving me up the walls because I keep trying to hit it and I'm missing it. Because I'm trying not to knock my mic boom over or anything like that. I mean, I do have an extremely cheap mic, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally, it's wild you're able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain.
No. Poet's brain is never surprising. Moida! You moided him! I don't know if I'll be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both have the nerve to question my body like that. Nobody wants to be supporting folks who read.
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. It's very impressive. Moida, no, I understand that everybody's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back that up. Bags of kittens? He always puts me on the spot. What bags of kittens think? We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who saw SBO reading, but who? Please, pray tell. What does this have to do with anything? Right, bags of kittens. Let's do our argument together. Quick time event. Ah. All right, 64 out of 50. Shadow walked to the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I end up beating it. It wasn't a high score at all. Crocs are natural gamers.
You know, with our quick reflexes and our cold blood. SPO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SPO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Oh, he's getting nervous. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car where he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SPO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book. I was just immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening up and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see. I can sense SPO's desperation here, defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment were you really in the library car at all? But how would SPO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SPO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear bags of kittens, my dear Watson. One that I would love for SPO to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow passed back through the library car. Honest. Vector returned. He even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death because he's dead. He is completely dead. How dead is that man? What word would you use to describe how dead that man is? Cadaverific. I'll ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on to something, but we don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do?
Bags of Kitten.
My favorite and beloved employee, please, protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Such an old people's soul can sue. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another? Think! Ah, I pressed it too late. Quick time event failed. Noise. 69 out of 50. Library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another in a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's no way SPO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. where I was sitting. Oh, Moida. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot.
That confirms it, then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other from this spot. Oh my gosh, he's got a freaking 1,000-yard stare, man. Like this image of Tails just staring is like gonna haunt my nightmares. Because of a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There was just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for not using my for losing my cool back there. I feel like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you for both answering all of our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about. I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Moida, likewise. I keep saying Moida because I'm trying to like get myself in like the right the right voice for him for some reason. Likewise, I wouldn't. I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door next to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then it's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped, just say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. Moida is on the loose, while doors left getting locked. Tick-tock. Tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident our detective abilities were really doing this. Come on, bags of kittens. Let's see what's next. Coming. Okay. I think I'm gonna save. Wait, was that my chat or was that the game doing that? Because I don't see a notification or quack. All right. Well, I'm gonna save for now. I think I might. There's another game I got recently that I wanted to play some. I'm gonna see if my internet will support it. Yeah. uh, Actually, let's play some. I want to play like a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon, or I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. I want to take a break from this because I don't want to do it all at once because I feel like I'm going to. I think we're total. I think we're closer to 3 hours total right now. I know it's 2 hours since I restarted the stream. Oh, I should open up. Okay. Well, I'm gonna quit this for now. I think I'm gonna try out something else for a minute. I'm probably gonna. I'll keep going. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna go on to Roller Coaster Tycoon, onto one of the levels I've already beat, and I want to build a roller coaster that pulls as much cheese as possible. I want to see if I can get every person on there to throw up. Or I don't know. I'll do something like that. But for now, I'm gonna quit this. Effectively, yeah. But I'm gonna quit this for now. It still gets me that Sega actually made this. It just seems like so out of left field for them, but let's see. I'm gonna turn this. Oh, wrong one. Until I can pick the game. Uh, there's a few games on here I want to play again, but not right now. Like I still need to beat Hollow Knight. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I've had that game for years, and I have so many thousands of hours on it. I've yet to actually beat the game, which is uh, just done with that game. I think I'm going to mess around a little bit on like Roller Coaster Tycoon for a bit, and just I'm going to turn off the volume, the desktop audio for a little bit because the beginning of Roller Coaster Tycoon when you start it up is extremely loud. Like it is like ear shattering. So I'm gonna put that on. Okay, and then whoo, that's loud. That is loud. Or actually, should I start a new game? Ooh, I didn't want to do that one. Eh, actually, let's just go to let's load a save game. Uh, let's do Forest Frontiers because I know that one still has a ton of room. All right, let's go to. I'll turn on the audio in a little bit. I just need to go options. Hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to turn down that audio. I hope this isn't too loud. I'm going to turn, that should be fine. Okay. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to build a coaster, a roller coaster that has no business being operational. Let's see. Let's do a steel roller coaster. Build a custom design. And I wanted a good length. Okay. Um, let's do booster. Let's do. And we're going to do sharp turn. Sharp turn. Sharp turn. Sharp turn. Sharp turn. Okay, so that'll give us a good amount of lateral G's. Left. Left. Okay. Now let's put the entrance over here, exit over here. Uh, okay. Okay. Now let's see. I think this should be sufficient. Uh, let's see if it will actually work. We're gonna go to powered launch mode. Put it up to 60 mile an hour. One train, 8 cars per train. Okay, and let's see. See what it does. Let's see. Ultra extreme intensity lighting. Excitement is low. Nausea is very high. Okay, I'm gonna edit some stuff on it because I want it to be worse. Let's go. Oop. That's a good way to waste a bunch of money. All right, let's do that because it still gives the same if because it drops, so it gains speed. Okay, now let's test it. Yeah, it's about the same. All right, now what I'm gonna do is let's see. Now I'm gonna change it to a very low. Is it gonna be fast enough? All right, now I'm gonna crank this guy all the way up. I just want to. Now I'm going to give it the maximum amount of time. I want as many people as possible to go on it. All right, let's see how many people we can get. And I think this will be the last thing I do for tonight. Come on. I want to get a bunch of people to throw up. I mean, I know a bunch of my other rides do that already, but come on. I believe in you. I'm trying to get the maximum amount of people. Let me see. Come on. Only got about half the people on there I wanted. It's a really good value. It's free. Come on. Get on here and then immediately throw up. All right, here it goes. I think every person is probably going to throw up. Okay. I was trying to get an ultra extreme nausea rating too, but I think I should have made it where it like went up super high and then dropped as low as possible, and then like did a bunch of stuff there. But that's fine. I have an idea for one I could build that'd be rather humorous, but I think for today, that's about all I want to do. Don't save. I think that's going to be about it today. It was a little shorter. I think I only did like 3 hours or 2 hours and some change. But I think that's going to be about it for today. Kimmy, thank you. Thank you very much um, for joining me tonight and chatting. Flame Saber, thank you very much for joining my chat tonight and watching a little bit of my stream. Uh, I won't forget being sympathetic to Omochao though. But uh, for all who watched today, thank you very much for watching. For anybody watching this in the future, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I want to get more into a regular upload schedule, but things happen. I get busy with things that uh, are rather important. So hopefully I'm able to do this a little bit more often, a little bit more regularly, at least on a weekly basis, at least. Because I know sometimes it's like, oh, it's like every night I'm able to do it, but recently it's been like 3 weeks or so since I've been able to. But thank you all for joining me, and whoever watched this in the future, thank you for watching it, and hope you join me again some other time. Um, I'm going to see if I can do something this week, but it all depends on schedule. I don't want to set anything in stone just yet. I'm definitely going to try for Saturday or Sunday next weekend. Try to do something else. But for the time being, that's going to be it. And I hope you all have a wonderful wonderful night. I hope you enjoy the last little bit of your weekend. You all have a wonderful week. And ciao. For whatever reason, I cannot turn off my audio. I do not know why. I can't turn off desktop audio. I can't move my audio mixer. I can't select anything. Can I go? Yeah, like, huh, this is rather weird. Like, everything on this screen just died. I can't interact with it. So I can't mute myself. Okay, I'm probably just gonna, oh my God. Yeah, what in the world is going on? All right, well, hope you all had a good time. See you again. Ciao.